What's going on, everybody? Brandon here, back with an action figure review. DC Metal Force 12-inch figures. These guys look awesome. We have our Batman Metal Force figure Mech here in the 12-inch scale. He's 15 bucks. We got our 2-pack right here, Brainiac versus Batman. 4-inch Batman, 12-inch Brainiac. This set 20 bucks. Really cool. Picked up both on Amazon. Let's get into it. Taking a look at the all-new Metal Force Batman. This thing is awesome. This is in the 12-inch scale. This guy looks killer. Only 15 bucks for this figure. It's pretty lightweight, pretty hollow plastic. The chrome does look really nice. If you're a fan of Batman or a fan of mechs, pretty sweet. There's a card there. Looks like a holographic card of some kind. And overall, it just looks really nice. The presentation is very cool, and he does have a cloth cape, so that's nice. On the back side, we see there's Batman. There's also a 12-inch Superman. Unfortunately, my order is delayed from Amazon, as I imagine everybody else's is. There's the UPC if you need it. I'll include the link, of course, in the description below. But man, what a cool looking figure. Nothing down there. Very cool, very nice, very happy to have this one. Next up, taking a look at the Brainiac versus Batman 2-pack. This set, 20 bucks on Amazon. And these figures look awesome. I love the chrome detail on these figures. It just looks really good. Brainiac looks awesome. I don't think that helmet is removable, but I could be wrong. We do get an exclusive Batman figure here, so that looks really good. And then here is the box art for Superman, and Batman is back there too. This is cool. This is a 12-inch figure versus a 4-inch figure, and it looks really, really good for 20 bucks. You cannot go wrong with an awesome set like this for yourself or a fan or for your kids. It just looks great. And on the back, here we go. There's the UPC if you need it. This kind of reminds me of that video game. I forget what it's called, from like the mid-2000s, original Xbox, maybe early 2000s. Brainiac became huge and Superman had to fight him. So very cool, very awesome set for 20 bucks. Looks great. All right, we got our figures out of the packaging and they look great. Let's take a closer look. All right, here's a look at the Batman Mech on the turntable. He looks awesome. The presentation of this figure, the sculpt work, the design, everything here looks fantastic. I really do like this a lot. Soft goods cloth cape. You can see it's all black on the back side. Basically, right here in the middle is where the paint changes. And we'll take a closer look at that. All right, so as big as this figure is, he's actually really, really light, so kids are not going to hurt themselves very badly if one hits themselves with this or one hits to another. So that's great, and it's pretty sturdy plastic, but very lightweight. So that's super nice. Where that paint color changes, like what I was talking about earlier, it's right here on the side, so you can see like it's definitely just the front shell and the back shell put together. Front is painted, back is not. You can really see it in that spring right there. But man, this is cool. The chrome really pops. It's very, very nice. I really do like it a lot for articulation. He's got movement in his head side to side. Oh, he can look up. Cool. Up and down, side to side, just a little bit. I don't think this mouthpiece comes off. No, I don't think so. Yeah, so that's about it for the head. His arms do a full 360. There's nothing in the elbows. I really wish there was. That kind of is a bummer, but we do have articulation in the wrist, of course, hindered by the gauntlet. Same thing for the other side, 360 and the wrist. We do have articulation in the waist, which is nice. I, for some reason, didn't expect that, so it's nice to have. And we do have articulation in the legs, just at the hips. And that's really it. Forward about that far. And he can actually go back too. Pretty good. Not that far. So all in all, not too bad for the range of motion. Nothing in the knees, which is another bummer. And nothing in the ankles or anything like that. But overall, a very nice figure. Under here, you can see some bat emblems even on his boots. Bottom of the boots, at the ankles there. Or under the ankles, I should say, on the heels. So it looks pretty good. I really do like this a lot. And you can even see it's kind of tough to show in some areas, but there's like battle damage and gashes all over the place on his shoulders too. You can see that. So that looks really, really good. Definitely a lot of detail and thought went into this, and it looks really good overall. I love the presentation of this figure. If you're a Batman fan, you're gonna love this one for sure. Definitely something nice, new, and interesting to add to your collection and to your shelf. Only accessories here are a card and a stand, which is cool. The stand says Metal Force, and it looks like it connects to other stands as well with this right here. And then the card, you can scan it here if you want. There's, yeah, there you go. So you can scan that with your phone. I haven't checked it out yet. I don't know where it's going to take me, but I'll let you know in a moment. Metal Force Batman, and then on the back side looks like part of a scene of some kind. So very cool. We can put the card and the stand together like this, and that looks pretty good. You can put it on display with your Batman just like that, and that would work just fine. Looks really good. So I scanned the QR code here. It took me to Spin Master's website to see all of the action figures that they make and the play sets for all the DC stuff. No Metal Force was there, but all their older figures were listed on there. So that is where that takes you. Be wary, the cards get indented super easy. I put mine in the stand, and I am left with these permanent 4 lines on my card. Yeah, on both sides. And mine did come damaged in the box, so they're not going to be perfect. Don't put it in the stand if you want them to look really, really good. Next, here's a look at Brainiac on the turntable. He looks really cool. Very, very excited to finally have Brainiac in the Spin Master lineup. It was quite a long time ago that we saw some prototype of him, and it looked nothing like this at a toy show. And now, years later, finally, we got one, and he looks great, fantastic, very nice futuristic design, and I think overall a really, really good looking figure. Okay, so Brainiac has 6 ports, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. He's got 6 tentacles. I'm going to try to follow these directions as best as I can. I kind of tried to match up these tentacles with the drawing here for each of them. So let's go ahead and give it a try. These tentacles, they're not like posable or bendable or anything. I mean, you can do it, but they're not going to take a new shape. Not like some Doc Ock tentacles. These do have articulation though, and I'll show you just exactly what I mean. Basically, they bend inward and outward like that. So you can move them once they're in Brainiac's back. So let's go ahead and see how easy or difficult this is to do. Just put that in there. Uh-oh, doesn't want to lock in. Dude, lock in. Uh-oh. This might be tougher than it looks. Okay, locked in. Heard a snap. If you're a kid, you might need your parents for this. And does the tentacle move easily? No, it doesn't. Oh my gosh. This is going to be tough. Okay, it moves. But it doesn't really want to move the other way. That kind of sucks. And then if I don't want to do that, and if I put it in the wrong spot, can I take it out? Nope. It's stuck there now. Oh boy. Okay, so take note of all of that before you put in these tentacles in this guy. Make sure you really got it mapped out, because this clearly should go that way, and I can't move it now to another spot. So, all right, well, let's just keep going. Bygones be bygones. Ooh, that one went in nice and easy. And the next one, we'll put it like that. There we go. And then the next one, we'll put this up here like this. Does it snap? The snap was very light on this one. Okay, next. There we go. That was good. And one more. Okay, cool. And here he is on the turntable with his tentacles. I'm sure there is a much better way to do this to make it look better. I'll try to play with it a little bit and see if I can figure out a better way to make these tentacles look. But Definitely just looks like chaos right now. Overall, though, really cool. If you're a kid, you're going to have a lot of fun with this one for sure. Taking a closer look at Brainiac, here's that head sculpt so you can see it up close and personal. It looks really good, really menacing. Definitely some kind of flesh tone, and there is a green helmet or dome that is not removable at all. The chrome color really pops on Brainiac's chest. I think it looks fantastic. The sculpt work and design here is phenomenal. I love it through and through. Just a really, really cool design. Very happy to have this one. As a collector and a fan, it just looks fantastic. The tentacles on the back, I was able to put them in a little bit more of a dynamic pose. I think. And there's articulation all throughout there, so you can pose them how you want. Definitely way less paint going on back here than on the front, but that's okay. Overall, really nice. For articulation on Brainiac, his arms have a full 360 at the shoulder. At the wrist, there's a 360. Nothing in the elbows. Nothing in the waist for Brainiac. Same thing on the other arm. And then his legs go forward, and they don't really go back at all. So very simple, limited, hindered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 POA. If you add the tentacles on the back, then it's 12. And the tentacles will go this way, that way. They'll come back this way. So basically, whatever you want them to do, they can kind of do. The only thing that they don't do, I wish they would retain their shape when you bend them. Like most bendy figures, that they have like those little like holes in them, and then they bend and then they retain the shape. I think that would be so cool. I'm sure you can still get your 4-inch figures lost in there and like hanging on, balancing. But man, if they were actual bendy, this would be way, way cooler. Overall, though, still a really nice toy, one that I'm really happy to have to be able to add to my collection. Brainiac also comes with a Metal Force card. These do have a little bit of weight to them. I wonder if they're magnetized or something, or if there's, I don't know what in them. Metal, maybe? Who knows? If they're magnets, I will let you know. I'll go test it out on my fridge right now. This will likely take you to the same spot on Spin Master's website. And on the back side, we do have a picture of some kind of Brainiac. So very cool. And of course, we can put that with our stand that they gave us, the Metal Force stand. And there we go. Park that next to your figure. And overall, that's a very nice display. So I went to go see if these cards were really magnetic. And I tried to stick them onto my fridge. And nothing happened, of course. But I really felt like there was something in there. So I kept trying. My daughter Cece came over and asked me what I was doing. Pulled out the magnet thing. We have these for my son, so he can't pull open all of our cabinets in the kitchen. And voila, what do you know? They are magnetic. Maybe a base or something that they could attach to. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, so they don't stick to my fridge, but they stick to this magnet pretty good. So that is really, really interesting. Yeah, a very cool, not Metal Force, Magnet Force. Very cool piece to know about these cards. All right, our first 4-inch figure from Metal Force, an exclusive Batman from the Brainiac 2-pack. He looks awesome. I love the design for this Mech Batman. He's either unmasked here, or he's just got the bottom piece of his mouth guard off. I'm not sure which. Overall, though, does look very nice. A very cool figure to be able to add to your Spin Master Batman collection. It's got a nice soft cloth goods cape, so that looks really nice on the back side. Not a whole lot going on as far as paint goes, but the detail through and through is very nice. Very cool sculpt work. I really do like this one a lot. Man, does that chrome pop. So articulation in the head, side to side. Cannot look up or down. Articulation in the arms go out about that far, which is really good, all things considered, with that shoulder pad. Forward and back, full 360. Bend. Wow, very nice bend at the elbows. Cool. And is there articulation in the wrist? No, nothing in the wrist. Anything in the waist? Nope, nothing in the waist. And the legs go forward, back, really good. There's also a cut at the hip. Very nice. Really cool. Overall, very good articulation for our Batman figure. He looks sweet. Then he's got this cannon that he comes with that you can attach to him. I think it's to his back. It's all one solid color. Let's see. Oh, interesting. So there's the peg. We'll attach that. Oh, it's articulated. Very cool. So we can put that on Batman's back like that. And this kind of just hovers like right over his head. Really interesting. Uh, interesting design. I guess it looks better if it, I don't know. I don't know. Interesting. I guess I'll leave it like that. Over the shoulder it looks a little bit better. We've got this, which I guess could be used as a Batman cane or staff, but also a missile. And we put that in there like that. And that looks pretty good. Pretty sweet. It's just friction force. There's no button or anything. And we just shoot it. Oh, okay. Let's try again. No, doesn't really shoot. So I guess it's a good try, good effort. Oh, there we go. All right, kids, you might need your parent for that. Very interesting. Overall, a very, very nice figure. And of course, we get a Metal Force card. It's got Lex Luthor on one side and Batman on the other. Also notably different here. They're Batman cards, but they're different. They're not the same. So I really, really appreciate that. Makes you want to collect all the figures and get all the cards. Of course, a wonderful Metal Force stand right there. There we go. Looks really good. I like that a lot. You can combine these stands like this. So they have a peg on either side that goes like this. Cool. And then you can just combine those. It's not bad. I like that. I wonder if this is the same peg that goes with the figure to double as a stand. What? It is? Is it? It looks like it's definitely the same peg hole size, but I'm not able to get this to fit in there. Got my Batman right here, so we can try that. Does that work better? Yes! Holy smokes! Cool! This doubles as an action figure stand. Yeah, that's sweet. I like these a whole lot more now. That is great. I wish it would work with the Mech figure though. That kind of sucks. Let's try again for the Mech Batman. Can we do it? Does it work? No, doesn't work. I don't think there's any way to make this happen. But hey, for your basic figures, why not have stands? That's awesome. A stand and a card together. How cool is that? Dang, that's awesome. I got another one right here. Can you tell? I wasn't ready for this, but oh no, Blue Beetle, it doesn't work. Interesting. I guess it only works on some? Maybe, weird. I haven't used these figures with any other stands or anything, so I don't know. I don't know. I guess it'll work with some and not others. Disclaimer, whatever disclaimer you want to put at the bottom of this video, like it's an ad for toys. But yeah, there you go. The figures, the stands, the cards, they work, kinda, sorta. So, very, very interesting. Overall, though, the presentation of being able to display your figures with your cards and the stands is pretty sweet overall. I really do like that. All right, comparison time. First up, here's our new 4-inch Bat Mech with some previous counterparts, all DC heroes from Spin Master in the 4-inch scale. They look pretty good side by side. I'm also pretty certain, well, I mean, maybe not, but it looks like the head sculpts on these two are pretty close to being the exact same head sculpt. Could not be. It could be that this one is just scaled down a little bit to fit better onto the Bat Mech, but overall they look really nice together. Next, here's a look at our new Bat Mech with the previous mechs that we got. I think it was Bat Tech was the, I guess, theme of the line for quite a while. Everything was all blue, Bat Tech everywhere. So this is the old Batman and Joker Bat Mechs. Of course, these are the ones that you could actually load up the figure inside. That'll be cool to see with some of the other new Metal Force stuff that we got. But here it is side by side with our new 4-inch figure from the Brainiac 2-pack. All right, for a Batman Mech comparison, here we have our new figure in the middle with a previous figure on the right from Spin Master, and then over on the left, that's one from Mattel. That was the Monsters versus Mutants or something like that line, where we basically got a couple of different really cool and awesome Batman robots. I think there was even a Green Arrow robot too. Definitely a really, really cool line. Check that out, 2015 Monsters versus Mutants. Something like that. It's got to be monsters. Monsters versus mutants. Mechs versus mutants. Something like that. Yeah, really cool. That figure still holds up today. Like, that's the mech I'd probably display in my Batcave. But man, this new one from Spin Master definitely rivals it. Love the chrome. These guys look great side by side. And here is how our new Batmech scales with the other Batman figures from Spin Master. We've got a 12-inch here on the right, and over on the left, we've got our 9.5-inch right here. And then we've got our two 4-inch figures down there at the bottom. So hopefully that helps you with the scaling. I'm kind of under the impression that like the 9.5-inch Batman would climb into this mech, and that would make sense, or it's the 4-inch Batman climbing into a giant mech suit robot. So very cool, very nice to see these guys together. And for another comparison, here's our new Batmech with some McFarlane figures in the 7-inch scale. Batman, Batgirl, and Clayface, all McFarlane figures. And then right here we have our 6-inch Spin Master figure. So definitely scales well with these guys. You could really use him in a lot of different scenarios with a lot of different scaled figures. So they look great. All right, for a Brainiac comparison, here he is with multiple Supermen. We have our deluxe Spin Master right here, our 9.5 Spin Master right here, our standard 12-inch Spin Master right here, and our final version from Mattel for Superman in the 12-inch scale. These guys all look really nice. If I had to pick one out of these four, it's probably going to be the 9.5. And when you look at him and his face close to Brainiac's face, they're kind of like the same size. So it leads me to believe that maybe there's a 9.5 Brainiac life form in there to fight this Superman. So very interesting overall. And for another size comparison with some Supermen in a smaller scale from left to right, we have a McFarlane Superman from Hush. We've got our 6-inch Spin Master Superman, 4-inch Spin Master Superman. And then over on the right, my favorite and personal take to fight Brainiac, that's going to be the one from Total Justice from Kenner, or the JLA line. I think he was released under both. Definitely think that a 4-inch Superman would probably be best suited, or a 5-inch Superman, I should say, to fight Brainiac. Overall, these guys look great together. And here is Brainiac fighting the entire Spin Master Justice League in the 4-inch scale. I didn't think it was possible, but man, here it is. It looks really cool. Very exciting to see this, and definitely an awesome way to display this guy. If the tentacles will stay, if you can maneuver the figures in the right way, it's definitely an awesome, awesome sight. All right, you guys, that about does it for this action figure review. Thank you so much for watching. We have our Batman vs. Brainiac 2-pack for $20, and we have our $15 Batmech Batman in the 12-inch scale. Awesome figures, you guys. Overall, I'm really happy with these. So excited and happy with how they turned out. I rejoice as a DC fan of basic figures, and I'm really happy to add these to my collection and put them on my shelf. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below if you're going to pick up or pass on these, what you're finding online and in your local areas. I would love to hear from you. And as always, you guys, the likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, all the support on the channel, absolutely phenomenal. Thank you, each and every one of you, for the continued growth and support on YouTube. I really, really and truly do appreciate it. As I find more new, cool, and awesome stuff, I'll be sure to bring it to you right here. Once again, I'm Brandon. Thanks for watching.